Okay, so we have new moon readings. This is going to be from Aquarius through to Capricorn for the new moon for June 21st. That is Sunday for 2020. So I read cards differently than everybody else. My name is Yolandareuss and you're watching Body, Mind, and Soul. I just want you to understand that my cards are not fortune telling. They are helping you to become the best version of yourself. So when I read cards, I do not read cards to tell you if you're going to make lots of money or whatever. It is usually healing and therapeutic. I call myself, I'm a reader, but I'm a psychologist reader. So I'm a healing reader. I do readings to help people understand what's blocking them, causing them problems, so we can become the best version of ourselves. I am a white light reader. So I am about praying to God, asking for his inspiration. My cards are a tool for God to speak to me. I ask for protection and safety. So guys, we're going to dive into this. So what I do is on the new moon, it is a new cycle, a new learning thing, a new venture for that month. So each month we are given something that we're supposed to understand, get, figure out, maybe see what we're doing that might not be that great. So we do this video to help you to have some insight. It could affect you, it might not. So if you just listen to the words, most of the time there's something positive out of here that you can get, or something that you can do for yourself that would create a better you. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns, definitely reach out. The moon cycles every 29, I think it said 29.5 days. So that's why sometimes it does move. With this new moon, it's going into Cancer. Okay, and Cancer is about relationships, love. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the cards come up about your relationships, how you love people, your home, things like that. And it's a water sign, so it's emotional. Okay, so we're going to take a look and see what they have to say. These are in order from Aquarius through to Capricorn. So if you don't want to watch all of them, it's fine. You can fast forward to yours because, like I said, they go in order. So what you're going to be dealing with as an Aquarius for the new moon, this is the card that came up. And it's a crab. Emotion. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, so what I'm feeling is that there might be a little fear to be able to take care of yourself, going back to work, the paranoia of what's going on with this pandemic. So in this new moon, I feel like this cycle, you're going to be learning that you and the people you love are going to be safe. If you take the precautions, you do what you're supposed to do, you're safe, take your vitamins, things like that. I think maybe Aquarians might have had a little bit of extra fear concerning losing the people they love, or them being sick, or somebody. Somehow there's a safety thing, and I feel like there's some anxiety with it. So I feel like this month you might get the realization that, oh, we're going to be okay. You know, our family's going to be safe. We're not going to get this virus, or, you know, we've come this far, you know, we're progressing into the next stage. So this is the area in which I asked for the area that it's going to be focused on. The North Node is, so this could be a part of your lesson, okay? So see, you've got a new cycle, and it came out with the Cancer sign itself. And it says new moon in Cancer. It's very ironic that it came out on the first one. The North Node, it says soul, school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience. The North Node is what you've come into this life to learn. The South Node is what you've brought in and what you've already learned or accomplished or did in your past life. That's the idea behind it. So destiny. So something with this month could very well be influencing the actual purpose of your life here, or maybe dealing with the anxiety or learning something that you and your family are safe, that you're okay, you're going to be okay. Because like I said, the North Node is usually dealing with what you came into this life to learn. It's a lesson. So it's this could be a month that could be a key part of what you're learning for this life. Okay, so keep in mind to keep your eyes open and see the things that happen, because sometimes it's even situations that you come across that you are aware of. You might not even deal with it. You might be given a perspective, and what you take from it and what you learn from it, like I said, each person comes into this life and there are learning things that we have to do. There's certain destinies, but usually it's to teach you something, to make you the best version of you, like I talked before. And you've got community, okay? So this is like the inspiration, I call it the word cards. So I feel like your community and your fulfillment of what you're going to be doing some stuff. I really just think that we're going back into society. You're going to be safe if you have to return to work, and there's going to be something that's coming up in this month. I really feel that's a part of your life purpose. Not, I don't want to say it's like the end of the world or some great thing. What I'm saying is something is going to probably take place this month, which is key or an asset or a part, I can't speak, a part of what you're going to be learning in this life as a whole. Okay, so keep your mind open and your community. See, this is like, you're going to be safe, and it says community. Look at this is peaceful, and butterflies are transformation. So you might be transforming into a different person, or things might be transforming for you, and you might be starting to understand things. And this year, December 2020, we're going into a new sign for Jupiter and some different things. So it's been the same since 1809 or 1890. I was looking at some research stuff, and we've been in Earth, very heavy machinery, things like that. And then we're going into December 21st, 2020, and then into the 2021. It's going to be changing to air, which is like renewable sources for fossil fuels, so we might not use them. Communication, air is ruled by communication. This is a major change. So all this stuff happening in 20, when I started doing my research, this platform for you Aries, there's going to be some new things that are going to open up to you and a lot of people. Okay, so I think something you came in to learn in this life is going to present itself, in an aspect of it. Okay, so Pisces, this is your card. We have a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, something you've been dealing with, something you're unsure of, or something that you're going for or dealing with this month. I feel like no matter how you approach it, how you come in, it's going to be a win-win, because the lesson is that no matter how you approach things, there's something to be learned with everything that we go through, whether it's good or bad. That's what I'm getting. That's what my mind is saying, because it doesn't matter how you approach this, how you look at it, you're going to learn something. So whatever it is that you think you're going to avoid or do or not do, you're still going to learn something from it. Yeah, it's affecting your first house, which is physical body, outlook, self-image, life philosophy, consciousness, opinions, awakening, self-awareness. Yeah. So whatever you deal with, the first house deals with you as a person and how the world perceives you. That's your rising sun. And what you portray on the world, no matter what you do, it's going to be something that's going to be win, a goal, or you're going to accomplish something. And this is your card. See, no matter what you do, whether you change or stay the same, you're going to come out on top. So I feel like you have it lucky, because you could either stay the same and be okay, and you're going to be fine. Your first house, people, the way they see you, you're not going to run into any issues. But if you change, you're still going to be fine, and nothing's going to go against you, and people are going to accept the change that you're dealing with. Oh, I love that card. It's got the balloon. So I think that this month might be a month that you have to evaluate if you want to stay the way you are and embrace and just keep going the way you're going, or if you're going to finally step out and do the thing you want. Because this month, I feel like if you decide to change, you're going to have the winning on you. So if you choose to be the same person, it's going to be behind you and it's going to support you. And if you choose to be a different person or a different theology or a different appearance, it's going to be behind you too. So win-win, whatever you decide to do, to change or stay the same. I'm feeling like change is going to be maybe change the way you look at things too. Okay, so Pisces, you got a good month coming ahead. So whatever you choose to do, it looks like it's going to be a good thing. So whatever venture you do, whatever, if you want to change your hairdo, change your clothes, whatever, it's going to be accepted well by the people around you. Hope that works out for everybody. Remember, we do have aspects that affect our life. So know what your rising sun is. This is for your sun sign. And then you can have a rising sun and a moon sign. Just so people know, your sun sign is what you're born under. It's the core of who you are. It's when you were born, the destiny type of energy that's in you. Your everyday aspect is your rising sun, which means it's what everybody sees day to day. So sometimes if you want to just know your day-to-day things, what's going to be happening, look at your rising sun. The moon sign, your moon in this whole thing, is deep. It's emotions. It's what the core of your brain and your theologies and how you look at things. So if you want to see what's happening in your emotional side, in your internal side, it would be your moon sign. So if you need help finding out what those are, definitely reach out. So this is what you're going to be dealing with, Aries. You got double Aries. Let's see. A fiery climax approaches. Woo, I hope that's good. So fiery is energy consuming. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Like it's an all-consuming thing. So a climax is like you made it. Okay, so this could be good or bad. This could be pushing towards something you needed to finish, and like it's gonna be a bomb, like a tower moment, or it could be just like whoosh, you like slide into love, you learn something, you get something, it's like intense, or it could be an intense moment that you although it's intense and it's a little hard, you're going to learn something from it. So this could be whatever you're climaxing and whatever you're going to have to deal with this month. That might be a little like, might make you feel a little, because fiery means intense. Fire, it burns you, okay? So I'm thinking that whatever you're going to be dealing with, that is part of what your lesson's going to be. This is your card, that the area. And this says Queen Complexity. You got something coming up. Irritates, puzzles, mysteries, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark. Yeah, adjusts, makes curious. So you got something coming up that it's gonna be fiery. It's gonna be like, okay, so get ready. So this month, but it's a lesson. Okay, so this is, remember, the new moon, but it could be something that would make you either have to compromise, make you aware of something, or force you to do the thing you're supposed to do that you're lagging and you're not doing. Okay, because there you go. This is your card. Stillness. You need the fiery climax to get this. And that's what I'm feeling. This month, you could have to find your stillness, or you could get it because this climax happens, you finally get it, and you're like, oh, wow, if I just done that in the first place, you know, kind of one of those situations. All right, so we got Taurus. New moon, what do you got coming on? Oh, you got Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. Oh, that's good. So something you are dealing with. It could be emotional, relationship, finances, jobs, whatever it might be, but it's you. You have something that's your issue or your problem. And if it reaches a resolution, it means in this month, you're going to come to an understanding, a compromise, or you're going to just be done with something. Okay, I really feel like it's going to be compromise. Like you says, a personal issue reaches resolution. So something you're personally dealing with, or something that's been a problem, this month is going to be a month that you're going to have to deal with it, but you'll get completion or like something from it. It'll be, like I said, like somebody will compromise, or you'll understand something, or you'll get to a certain point. This is where it's going to be affecting you. Gemini. The butterfly transformation. There you go. This deals with curious, communicative, versatile, flexible. See, I'm thinking it's going to be compromise. Perceptive, connected, vocal, adaptive, street smart, studious, superficial, restless, frigidity. That's the other parts of it. But this is telling me that it's in your transformation and being flexible. And I think the reason it's going to come to a point and something might come to a resolution is because you've either accepted something, or you have worked with that person or that thing or that emotion, and you've come to a compromise and you've been flexible. Look at that. Your card is power. if you can come to a resolution, you might gain the power internally. If you have a self-conflicting thing that's happening and you resolve it, that gives you back your power, okay? Be careful with that power. But the power is that I feel like maybe the things that you've been dealing with, you may have lost. There's been an internal issue that you're dealing with that maybe nobody even knows about, okay? And by resolving it or figuring it out, that happens. We just get epiphanies and they figure out. Good luck. I'm a Taurus, so hopefully that's a good thing for me. All right, so we got this for Gemini. Gemini has show the world the real you. Okay, so I think Geminis are going to have to embrace who they really are. Deep down, what they want from people. And the lesson you're going to learn is who are you really deep inside. I gotta get a drink, guys. You're not going to find happiness if you're always living to what the world or somebody else wants you to be. And this is telling you this month might just be the month that's going to push you to be who you are. Okay, you are unique and special in all ways. You've been created for a purpose. You've been created for something on earth. You've been created the way you are for a reason. And you need to learn to adapt into society. But who you are in the core is who you are. If you believe something or you are something, you need to be real to yourself. Because I don't think I want to be friends with someone that's fake. Or then you're not being real, so you're not happy. Everybody else is happy. You're doing what everybody wants you to do. And you're like, oh, this is terrible. This isn't me. Okay? So where you're going to be dealing with this, look at Virgo. That's where the issue is. The alchemist. Methodical, aligned, ritualistic, afferent, listen to me, efficient, I can't read, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solidarity. Okay, I think what it's trying to tell you is this is alchemist. So it's telling you that you need to be who the real person is. You need to tap into the internal things that are naturally inside of you. And if you are something that you are that people don't like, they don't need to care about it. It's not their problem. You need to embrace what's truly inside of you. Not the brain, not in society, in you. Look at that. And this is your card. Purity, pure of heart, true. Okay? You need to be the real you. Not false, not the person everybody wants you to be. Pure and true to you, Gemini. Okay. So, Cancer. Cancer has your dreams and need a practical plan. Okay, so you living in the sky. And that's not usually for Capricorn or Cancer. So your dreams that you want could be reality. But I think this month it's going to be, if you want it, what are you going to do to get it? Okay, so being the best you is, your dreams are important, but you need to have a practical, like I want a Lamborghini, but I want to still work at Burger King. Now that's not going to work. You need to have a plan. Okay, I want a Lamborghini, so I want to get a job. I'm going to go to Burger King now, but I'm going to get an education. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to get the job that's going to be able to save me the money. And then once I save the money, I might be able to get a loan on that Lamborghini. Okay, so it's making a practical plan, not just saying, I want to be a movie star, I want to go out to California, and you having a pot to pee in. Okay, plan. So I think that the things that you want are not realistic right now, or the dreams that you have to find a way to practically put it in place so you can find it. It might be a great dream, and this is where the area is going to be. So I think this is dealing with your finances and your earthly things. So I think this is exactly what it's talking about, and I didn't even realize this card was here. It's talking about practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, ample, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blooming, possessive, loyal, patient. I think that when you deal with Taurus, it's about your security, okay? It's the pentacles of the whole suit. It's earth-based. So what your dreams are and what you really want is security. And the only way to really get that security and that base, Cancer, is to have a plan to get there, okay? If you're not there, what's the next step to become one step closer, okay? Not the end, one step closer. And there you go. Maybe if you weren't so dreamy or whatever, it's telling you relaxation. Maybe you need, that's what it is. Sorry, it came to me. You need to step off the dream craziness and trying to be worried about all the finances and taking care of everything, and you need to relax a little. For maybe this month, it might be telling you to just put the dream to the side. Why don't you relax and read a book? Why don't you lay there and take some notes and figure out how you're going to get that dream? But you know what? I think you need to rest or chill or enjoy the summer a little bit, so maybe you can actually slow down long enough to think about it. Because if you think about your dream and you think about the things you want, what is running you? What is motivating you? What is making you want this dream? What are the motivations behind it? Maybe this month you need to take some time to think about it. Or if you want that dream, maybe this month is a time to plan, not do, plan, okay? And this is for my Leo. And Leo talks about bring love into the situation. Okay, so either you're being this month forced to actually have a little bit of love and compassion, or understand it, because sometimes your strength and your brute and your Leo energy is strong, and sometimes it's not very fluffy, okay? Like if somebody bothers you, you can, the Leo, the lion, the strength. And it's saying to bring love into the situation. So it's a new moon in Aquarius. So I'm thinking that this is based in your relationships. Maybe you need to stop being so strong and let your heart motivate you a little bit on some of the things that you're going to be doing. I don't know. We'll see what the other cards say. But bringing love into the situation means you probably don't have love in the situation. And that's what it's going to be teaching you, how to have compassion and love in this situation. And it's going to be affecting the 6th house. The 6th house deals with work, details, health, being, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contributions, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, method. Yeah, it's learning. The 6th house talks about craft, and it's usually dealing with how you look at things. So maybe it is dealing with work, and maybe learning how to balance out work too, and daily rituals and contribution, and talking about organization. So I'm thinking you're just a little, maybe you're too rigid, or maybe you're looking at things too square, and you need to maybe be a little more supportive or compassionate toward people that don't work in your routine. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And this is your card. Taking risks. So that part, bring love into the situation, health, well-being, and diet, and then taking risks. So maybe you're going to have someone come into your life, or a situation come into your life, and you're going to have to just trust. You're going to have to love. You're going to have to just go with the intuition. And intuition is based out of your heart, not your mind. Your mind tells you right and wrong and what everybody tells you to do. Your heart, that's why they say it's deceitful above all things. Your heart, it's dealing with the core of you, the principles, and it's dealing with love and compassion. And the heart is what pumps the blood through your whole body and makes you live, okay? Masculine, feminine. But this is where your intuition comes from. This is what the core of you tells you. It's linked to your soul and the things that you are. So maybe you need to like get out of your mind and your routines and your strength and and you need to come into your heart space, okay? Whatever situation you're dealing with, maybe keep that in mind if a situation comes up or comes to hand. This is for our Virgos. Virgo is surrender to the divine. Oh boy. That card means you better listen to God, because he's trying to tell you something and you're just like, no, I ain't having it. I don't want to do that. You have something coming up this month that is telling you to just go with the flow. Virgos, it's not God wants something for you, I feel like, that you're not really on board with yet, or you're thinking, no, I don't want to do that. And surrender to divine means there's something that's supposed to happen for you. There's something he has for you, and you need to stop trying to take the wheel and allow it to unfold. This is the sector that it's in. Okay, Libra talks about the idealist, harmonious, cooperative, balanced, socially aware, artistic, people-pleasing, fair, idealistic, choosy. So, indecisive, judgmental, flattering. So you got some stuff going on with society. Geometric, graceful, considerate, obliging. It's like you're too worried about doing what the world wants you to do. And the lesson you might need to be learning is like, you need to listen to what God's telling you and not what the whole world and everything around you. Maybe the lesson is that you just need to listen to what God said, even if it doesn't sound what like everybody else wants you to do. If the core of you is telling you this is what God wants me to do, or he's telling you I don't want you to do that, or I want you to go for this, and you're like, I don't understand, that can't be what God's telling me. Let me tell you, God tells you some crazy stuff to do, and if you listen and you just go, he's there for you. He'll get you through it, okay? Enlightenment. Oh yeah, something's coming. You're gonna get some enlightenment so you can understand this. So surrender to what he wants for you this month. Be enlightened, be aware, be open to what he's trying to show you, okay? I love that. All right, this is for our Libras, and it says a new start is coming. Okay, some new things are happening, but it didn't say it was here. It said it's coming. So this month, maybe you need to wrap up some loose ends. What you need to learn is what you're going to be ending and willing to accept the new, because sometimes we hold on to the things because they're comfortable or they're just what we're used to be doing. And it's saying that a new start is coming. Something's going to happen. Something's going to force you to do it, or you might have something coming, and this month might be wrapping up the end of what it is. I mean, we're coming out of quarantine also. I mean, there might be just a new start for you, how you approach your life. You might have a new job, a new place, or you might not have a new job, and you may be starting something because the other job isn't going to be available, something of that nature. And a new start could also be emotional. You might have someone come into your life, and there might be a new sector of your life with this new person, okay? I love how this works. Yeah, it's love. I don't look at these cards. I just love how they work and how God just speaks to me. Beauty, harmony, romance, charm. Venus deals with love and like physical pleasure things and sensuality and things. So a new start is coming. It's probably love. Okay, so somebody either is going to come into your life or something's going to progress. That's awesome. So that's where your lesson or your thing or something that's going to change or something you're going to have to accomplish is maybe you need to get ready or be open to the love that might be coming in. Yeah, trust. You may have been dealing with some issues with trust. You might have been hurt. You might have had an ending, but it's telling me that love is coming in and you need to trust and just go with it. Don't let your fear keep you from having someone loving and awesome in your life, okay? Because it's telling you a new start's coming. Don't push it away, okay? Be happy. This is Scorpio. Be bold and make the first move. Rawr. Okay, I don't know that's what it's for, but be bold and make the first move means you need to go out after what you want. It isn't always talking about love, like go and ask the boy out or ask the girl out. It's saying be bold and make the first move. You have to take the first step toward what you want. Everything's not going to be given to you. So I feel like this month you need to be bold in what you want and you need to go for it, okay? Second house, this is what's going to be affected by it. Material world, possessions, finance, talent, values, solidarity, worthlessness. Listen to me. Wardrobe, luxuries, credit scores, security. Yeah, what you want, you have to go for. Your assets and the things that you want. If you want them, you're going to have to take that step toward it. It's not going to be given to you. Flow. Go with the flow. And the flow could be money. Usually, this shows flow. It could be emotions. But I think with you, it could be make the first move. toward what you want. Be bold about what you want. Be bold about what you're expecting. And then things will flow behind it when you go and you are upfront about what you want, or you actually seek after what you want. Okay? This is for Sagittarius. For this month, you have nothing is yet set in stone. So whatever is hanging, or whatever you think you might be stuck in, it's telling you it's not. Okay? Nothing is yet set in stone means that there's flexibility, there's a chance for change, or there is a chance that if you want to change, and this isn't like, you can get into something and think it's awesome, and then you're into it and you're like, I don't know, maybe this isn't really what I wanted. That's the type of card I feel this is. So whatever you're working toward, if it's not the right way, this month might be the way to move it in the way that you want. Or if you're seeing that a relationship isn't really what you want, then this month is going to be on your hands to move it in the right direction, or finish it. Or if a job isn't what you want, maybe start looking for another job. So it's being prepared, and it's saying that nothing's set in stone. Like, you're not married yet, you're only living with the person, and when you live with the person and you don't like it, you're like, oh no, I don't want this person, and you make a change, or you work toward a change. Okay, so it's not set in stone. You haven't signed the papers. There's nothing. You can go rent a house instead of, like, you say you're renting a house to buy and it turns out the place is a dump. You are not set in stone. You can leave because you didn't sign documents. That's the type of thing I feel like, whatever you don't like right now, you can fix it, or you can work it toward a better place. This is the energy where it's going to be focusing, being the sun. The sun is you. Your sun sign is you. So that's what it's saying. Nothing's set in stone either. So maybe this is about you. Essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, masculinity, distinct. Yeah, oh, this might be about you. Maybe who you think you are, or what you stand for, isn't really what you are. And maybe you can change it, or maybe the things that you're going for. Because like I said, the heart of everything and who you are, heartbeat, father, shine, self-sufficiency. Yeah, I feel like nothing's set in stone yet as to who you are or what you stand for. You can change what you're doing. And pleasure. So this month, I think you are dealing with, when it deals with pleasure, that's usually things that are enjoyable. So maybe you need to see what's enjoyable for you, because you're not set into anything yet, or where this is affecting you is not set in stone, and maybe you will be able to find the pleasure or the happiness that you're looking for, because you're realizing that, oh, I don't have to stay here. I can go after the things that I want, that are pleasurable for me. Okay, so Capricorn is, the energy is gaining momentum, so you're building towards something. Okay, something's coming, and you might not know what it is totally, but you feel like something's coming. And I think this month, yeah, your card talks about balance, opposition and balance, relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, conflicts with, tests, objectifies. It's the balance. It's either the yin and yang. The energy is gaining momentum. So I think right now you're finding that place. You're finding the point where things work, or you're working towards something, and delight. So if you find that balance, especially for a Capricorn, they're very earthy in the sense of grounded. So grounded sometimes that they're like negative Nellies, or they're just, I'm in the clouds. I always say this, I'm in the clouds, and the Capricorns I have are like, yeah, really, Lonnie? Why are you talking like that? That's not what's going to happen. They're just very based. This is what it is. They're very much in the headspace. And to them, to be balanced would be a delight. If you want something, if there's something you're working toward, it's coming to a head. Okay, you're working towards something, and this month I feel like you have to create the continuation to create the thing that you want, and you're going to create the delight. You're going to be excited about it. You're going to be delighted about what is manifesting and what's coming into the realm for you. Okay, this is for Capricorn. So this month could be a month of just finding balance, because that momentum's building toward whatever's coming. And I think maybe what you need to do this month is find that balance within your life, your finances, your relationships, how you look at things. Maybe that's the core, because if you can, that delight will come because you'll feel secure. You'll feel balanced, okay? So this was just a little read for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and post this so you can comment if you want to. If you need a reading to help you understand the situations or problems that you're having, or you might be unsure, definitely reach out. Remember, I do not fortune tell, so I can't tell you what's going to happen. Only God knows what's going to happen to you. Guys, have a great week. We'll see you soon, and enjoy the new moon.